Guys, check out this 1978 Kawasaki KZ650. Refreshed and tuned by Jeff Castina up at All Sport Cycle. Dyno tuned as well. It's got the original tin set, one owner since brand new. Adult owned and maintains stunner. That's the original paint, showing a little over 6,500 miles. It's raining out today, so we can't take her outside. How you doing, guys? Electric start wakes it right up. It's jetted perfectly for the stock pipes. Idle's nice and low and engine's quiet.
What's up, guys? Ken Kaplan here from the New England Motorcycle Museum on the first floor of the museum. It's actually icy rain outside right now and about 30 degrees out, so I wish I could ride it, but this is way too nice to take out on the roads with the salt and rain that's out there right now. This thing is absolutely stunning. This is a one owner 1978 Kawasaki KZ650. It's been tuned to perfection. Runs like a brand new bike, and I think the bike speaks for itself. This bike, in fact, the Kawasaki KZ650 is partially responsible for the Kaplan America crime-fighting motorcycle anti-theft ring character that I developed because the first motorcycle I ever had stolen from me was a Kawasaki KZ650, very similar to this. Mine was a 77, and it's a long story, but I never got the bike back. And it left a hole in my heart that only revenge could fill. So, in any event, if you ever had a motorcycle stolen from you, you know what a crappy feeling that is. And in any event, this is a really, really rare piece. To find a 78 motorcycle of any type in this kind of condition is extremely rare. But to find a KZ650 is even more rare because these are such great bikes. Most of them were ridden into the ground with high miles on them. Not this one. This is an original owner bike. We have the original title from the original owner. It's splendid in its original factory candy apple paint with the orange and gold pinstriping and slathered with chrome on the fender, the engine, the exhaust pipe, and the rims and the fenders. Just stunning. This bike has just been thoroughly gone through. Over $3,000 worth of work has been performed on it, parts and labor. Starting with the fuel system was completely reconditioned. The inside of the tank was bicarbonate sodium blasted and cleaned. The petcock was rebuilt with new fuel lines. The entire carburetor and airbox system was removed, completely dismantled, cleaned, reassembled, and then synchronized while running and then dyno tuned. It's got new spark plugs, new oil and filter. Take a close look at the chain. I'm not sure if you can see this up close. But top of the line gold chain, which looks really nice with the gold pinstriping on the bike, just a classy touch. The tires are in mint condition with 90% tread on them. The original exhaust is in excellent shape. It even has a center stand intact. Most of these bikes had 4-in-1 pipes put on them. The airbox is ripped off. Superbike bars put on them and stripped down, and just kind of most of them were bastardized. Not this one. This one's 100% mint original condition.
Yeah, and typically when you find them like this with such low miles, they have the original tires on them and they're not ready to be ridden. This one's, well, not only has it been refreshed, but the running gear, including the tires, has been replaced and is ready to be like a Sunday rider, a reliable one at that. Started up, no issues.
Bike's never been dropped. You can tell looking at the tips of the original handlebar grips, levers, and turn signals that on this side of the bike, it's never seen the ground. On this side of the bike, you can see that they're is a slight scratch on the turn signal. Might have happened in the garage, I don't know, and a tiny bit on the edge of the pipe, but it obviously wasn't. It was probably dropped on the garage floor. Just a little tiny scratch right there. The lever did not get hit, and neither did the grip or the mirror, so it might have also scraped up against like a concrete wall or something like that. I'm not sure about backing it up because it's a very small imperfection. The paint is in beautiful condition. It does have a little bit of a blemish right here coming down from the original badge, and a couple chips on the bottom. Color Right makes a touch up for that. I'm not sure why our detail shop didn't do that. It probably didn't come in time, but the original side covers are beautiful. The badges are beautiful. The chrome is beautiful. And the seat, it came to us with a king queen seat, which really killed the vibe on this sport bike because it has a cafe look with the cafe tail section on it.
And the king queen wasn't a stock option. So.
It wasn't a stock option. It was a aftermarket. Matter of fact, I think it was a Corbin Gentry seat, but it had a really funky look to it. So we looked far and wide. We couldn't find a decent used seat, and we debated it back and forth. Me and my parts manager, Shane, should we pony up and buy this brand, the only NOS Kawasaki KZ650 seat left we could find on the planet, or not? And we ended up, as you can see, ponying up and buying a brand new Kawasaki KZ650 NOS seat. It was a $400 investment, but I think it was worth it. Underneath here, it looks in brand new condition, as does all the wiring, the airbox, the battery's brand new, and it's just a stunner. The current street value on this bike is around $4,000. We just put $3,000 worth of parts and labor into it, and it went to the detail shop, was detailed by Doc and the boys, full 8-hour nut and bolt polish clean detail, and it's just a stunner. So 6,531 original miles. If you've been following the KZ1000s of this era, you know that the value of those is going through the roof. The 76 KZ900s generally sell for $12,000 or so for a mint one like this. So what's next? Well, the smaller bores, the 750s and 650s, are going to be going up in value. This one is hot on the heels of the 1000s as far as an appreciation schedule goes. Original shocks, the original hubs, everything's in beautiful shape on it. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. One of the last years, the bike came with a Kickstarter. If the battery ever died, you could use a Kickstarter, which is kind of cool. Also, it has a brand new battery, so nothing to worry about there. And a battery tender lead. This is something we do on every single bike we work on. We put a battery tender lead. Keeping them plugged in is key. The fuel in the bike is actually VP non-ethanol fuel. So if you're going to leave this in our museum here, it's guaranteed for up to, well, I know a guy had 14 years of that gas in his tank and it still started, but VP guarantees it for over 2 years. So it's not like ethanol that'll ruin your carbs in 6 months. So this thing's thoroughly detailed, prepped, and ready to rumble.
Ship it anywhere in the States inexpensively. I have a list of recommended transporters who are more than competent. Stress-free transportation below market. Even overseas, we have contacts who will handle the entire import process, front to back, including shipping to the port, etc. Paperwork is no problem. We have the original title on the bike and the paperwork from our licensed dealership.
Listen to this thing idle. I know you're not here, so you can't smell it, but that VP fuel sure smells good. And I almost forgot, I wanted to show you, this is something that you normally don't get with a 40-year-old motorcycle, and that is the original title from July of 1977, one-owner bike. So full provenance, right out of West Springfield, Mass. Bikes like this generally do come from the Northeast because we only have about a 4-month riding season here. So if you're going to buy a bike from down south, you have salt problems with the ocean air and usually high miles. So 6,000 miles is nothing for a bike like this. And like I said, it's fresh oil, fresh fuel. The braking system's been gone through and flushed with fresh fuel. It needs nothing. It's ready to go. Ride it cross country tomorrow. Fly into Bradley, take your Uber here and ride it home in the springtime. You can leave it here. This is a beauty. I would put this in the museum. We normally charge $50 a month for storage. I'd leave this one here for free because it's a rare piece. So good luck bidding on it, and God bless America.
Call with any questions, guys. 860-454-7024. Ask to speak with Kenny or Cody. Thanks for watching this far, guys. Good luck bidding, and God bless America.